All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. The music is a touch loud. Hello and welcome, everyone. Big Hoss is obviously first. First in our hearts. Hello and welcome. We are back with the Lost Mines of Phandelver. Having lost our adventurers, having lost one of their own who selflessly sacrificed himself to end a major threat to the city of Phandelver and the world at large, they wiped their tears, dusted themselves off, freed one of the Rockseeker brothers before taking a rest. They continued through the caves, Wave Echo Cave, encountering a giant octopus, a otherworldly creature with many eyes, and a wraith. And then they entered a moss room where a couple of flowers gave them a large amount of trouble. But they inevitably pruned them, one could say, and have since moved on to the last unexplored area of Wave Echo Cave. That is where we left off last week, and that is where we are going to begin now. You three, AK, Big Hoss, Lady Bonita, you've entered into a room you are familiar with. There are skeletons littering the ground. This is the room where all of the bats flew down from the ceiling to attack you.
And I shot Bonita's bird.
That is true. You did shoot Bonita's bird.
Oh my god.
You have explored every direction but south. As you look south, you see a carved hallway. This is definitely man, or in this case, dwarven made. The hallway extends down south for a ways until it ends in a pile of rubble. It looks like at one point in time, this might have been the main entrance to the cavern, and it has since been covered by rocks. You, AK, you can see a door sitting about right here in this eastern wall. Big Hoss and Bonita have a little, well, actually just Big Hoss. Big Hoss, you can see that there is another tunnel over here that while there actually isn't much light. With your dark vision given to you by Castus, you can see that there is a branching tunnel over here that leads off to the west.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys like to do?
Push on.
Mm-hmm. Push up to that area right there.
Okay, marching order, who would like to go first?
Me.
Right.
I'll follow
Next.
him.
Okay, and Bonita with her kitty and Castus. All right, so you guys begin marching down the tunnel. Get to about here. And you see that this tunnel is very short and ends in a door. And at this tunnel, there is no tunnel over here, but there is also a door. So you have two doors and a collapsed tunnel in front of you. What would you like to do?
Can we check this door first?
That one? Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to just open it? Or what do you want to do?
Yeah, just open it.
Okay. So you walk up to the door and open it. You look inside and you see a room filled. 1 second. You see a room. It looks to be like a ruined office of some sort. There is a large stone counter that you can see in there. There's some tarnished scales. There are a couple of corpses that you can make out on the floor, but you can't exactly see any more without pushing into the room.
Can I push in?
Yeah, go ahead. Would you guys like to follow him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's push into the room. And you look around in there. And what you see is what I have described, a sort of ruined administration office of some kind.
Can I do a perception check or an investigation check?
What are you looking for?
Just any kind of valuables.
All right, go ahead and do an investigation check.
Okay.
I should probably move this to different music because it's no longer hopeful. We're in suspense now. A natural 20 with a -1. All right.
What did I find?
You dig through this office, and there is centuries-old paper in here. As you pick it up, it crumbles. There are old, destroyed barrels. There's some crates that are dry rotted. But you do find, behind the stone counter I mentioned, that there is a slightly rusted lockbox.
Can I show it to AK?
Yeah, go ahead. You show it to AK.
Yep.
So Big Hoss comes up with this lockbox. It's not massive, but it's fairly large. It's an iron banded lockbox, the ones that somebody might use to hold coins or valuables of some kind.
Okay, is it open or locked?
It is, when you check it, it is locked. It does not open freely.
Okay, I'd like to open it.
All right, go ahead and roll for me a thieves tool check.
Oh, geez.
You go to put your lockpicks in, and the mechanism is kind of rusted, and you can't really even seem to get your tools into the mechanism to unlock it. At this point, you're kind of struggling to even get at the mechanism. So, no.
We don't have time for this. Oh, break the lock.
I would like to use my pry bar.
Your pry bar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll for me a athletics check with advantage, since you're using your pry bar. Way 6. I set the DC at 25, so
Nice.
you get the pry bar kind of underneath the lid, and you push it in and you work it, and AK kind of comes over and helps you as well. And as you both pull down, you hear it sort of wrench and bend open. The lockbox itself doesn't completely open, but you do get the one side of it bent open enough that you can see inside of the chest, and what you see in there is a mass of coins.
How many coins are we talking about?
Probably about... Well, you'd have to like pour them out and count them, but for the sake of brevity, I'd say about 300 in gold.
Can we split it?
Yeah.
Was that 75 each?
Are you including Castus?
Yeah.
Yep, 75 each. Okay, Castus will add 75 gold to his total, which will put him at... All right. That is all you find in that room.
Let's go on to the next one.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Same marching order.
Same marching order. Got it.
Gonna keep AK safe.
Smart maneuver. All right. You now stand before this door. What would you like to do, Big Hoss?
Open it.
You just want to push it open?
Yep.
Okay. You push the door open, and inside what you see is a mess of a room. The walls are partially collapsed. There's some stone benches. There's some weapons littering the floor around. And you see a number of corpses littering the ground, skeletons, dead bodies. Some of them are actually quite large.
Mhm.
They do not appear to be a human or elven or dwarven. They appear to be substantially larger than that. And that is what you see without stepping in or without doing some sort of perception/investigation.
Did I investigate the nearest skeleton?
Do you want to walk up to it?
Yeah.
If you kind of scroll in, there's one like right here.
Yeah, that one's fine.
This one? Okay, so you walk in and roll for me an investigation check.
Okay.
Hello, Darvis.
Hmm.
Okay, so you I'm gonna assume you guys followed to here. Do any of the other ones of you step into the room?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, where do you want to go?
To his left.
It's right there.
Well, as he's facing, so like down below him.
Oh, so down here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bonita, do you want to go in the room?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Where'd you like to go?
Can I step there?
You sure can step there. Where would you like your cat? Is there fine, or you want somewhere else?
Put him right here.
Okay. Castus will hold the door. All right, so you guys step in, and as Big Hoss leans down to look at these bones, do you guys want to do anything?
A perception check.
What are you looking to perceive?
Threat.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a perception check. $13. All right, Bonita, is there anything you would like to do?
I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Big Hoss, these bones are like super interesting, and you can't help but continue to stare at them. For some reason, you just don't understand. They're so interesting. And you notice absolutely nothing as you're focused. AK, you look around the room and you immediately see 6 corpses start to shamble to their feet.
Bruh.
And then as you look more, you see right in front of Big Hoss, who is staring at the ground, you see one of the larger corpses start to stand up.
Bruh.
And in the furthest corner of the room, you see some of the rubble push back as another massive corpse pushes its way out of the rubble. And with that, I need every single
Holy
one of
moly.
you to roll for me initiative.
I knew there was something.
That is going to put us into combat music.
Mhm.
All right. Roll for the NPCs. I love the sound of dice in the morning or evening, I guess technically. Okay. Can I assume that you sort of let out a yell, AK, when you start to notice some enemies?
Mm-hmm.
Do we hear what that sounds like, AK?
Yeah, go ahead and do the yell if you want.
It's so high pitched the human ear cannot perceive it.
Okay. All right, guys. You heard it here
That's
first.
good.
You didn't hear it here first.
Castus is then going to look into the door at your yell. And he is going to... How far is 30 feet? because Castus is... Okay, he can cover the whole room. I am fairly certain that Channel Divinity, which he has, one left, is 30 feet. Let me just double check and make sure so that I know. Yes. So Castus is going to see this, and he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for his 30 feet. And he is going to use Seer Undead. Okay, and I need to select all of them. They need to roll a... I believe it's normal. They need to roll normal. Fail. Fail. Success. Fail. 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 Mega fail. And a fail. Oh, a success. Okay, so this zombie over here succeeds. So let me do damage. Good, not a bad roll. This bottom zombie takes half damage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up from that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one also takes half damage. As you guys watch, Castus rushes into the room, into the center of this fray, and he raises his hands up, and you see a burst of radiant energy come over the entirety of the room as he does a rather large amount of damage. 13 to almost all of them, save 2. To every single undead in this room, which is all of them. Every zombie surrounding him, save this one, is now looking very injured, and the two ogres are now, or the 2 ogre zombies are now somewhat charred, but every single one, save this ogre zombie and this zombie, are now turned, meaning that they will move away from him as far as they can on their turn. Which is then immediately going to lead us to this zombie that is not turned, because I don't believe they get turned if they succeed. Let me look real quick. Frightened, incapacitated for 1 minute. Yeah, if they fail. So if they succeed, they are not frightened. Return. So this zombie is not frightened, is going to target Castus and attempt to attack him. And miss. Oh, hit. Roll normal. So Castus still standing, trying to channel this energy. This undead reaches out and slams his fist into him as he is channeling this energy and does a little bit of damage. And that's going to lead us to your turn, Lady Bonita. Lady Bonita. You have seen all of these undead creatures stand up before you, and every single one but this zombie right here and the big one in the corner is now looking to get as far away from Castus as they possibly can. What would you like to do?
I'll attack this one right in front of me.
Okay. You get advantage on a melee attack, or you get a normal attack with a bow, because that would be, the melee would offset with that, I believe.
Gotcha. So advantage. Okay.
Okay. 14 either way. 21 will hit. Roll for me damage.
Okay.
5 damage. So you stick your sword into this zombie, and it is... You rip out a big chunk of its abdomen, but it is still standing there shambling, and now it does not... Now it no longer looks like it wants to get away from Castus. I wish there was a turn... Is there a turn to status effect for undead? There sure isn't. That's fine. Oh, it's because I didn't actually use that. That... No, it doesn't. Okay, we're fine. Oh, wait. No, I can do it this way. But how do I... Nope, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I have to give him back one of these, which is fine. Okay. That is going to lead us to this zombie's turn, who is going to shamble this way and get into the corner. That's going to lead us to this big ogre zombie right here, who's going to stand up and immediately take a swing at you, Big Hoss, because you're the first thing in front of it.
Mm.
25 will hit. 9 damage. So this thing stands up in front of Big Hoss, who is really focused on this skeleton in front of him, and he slams his Morning Star into his back, ripping him away from looking at this skeleton in an attempt to not join him. AK, that's going to lead us to your turn. What would you like
can
to
I parry that?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's he doing?
He's parrying the attack. Target yourself.
Okay.
And then click healing. And you save yourself 2 damage.
Nice.
All right. AK, it is now your turn.
Okay, now I'm figuring out the mechanics of this, or learning
Yes.
the mechanics of this. Can I move through the door and hide behind the door jamb?
Yes. So what we'll do is we'll go 5, 10, 15, and we'll say you're behind the door gem. So then you can use your bonus action to hide. So roll the stealth check.
Mm.
11. Okay. You sort of squeeze behind the door jamb as much as you can. And you're as hidden as you can be. What would you like to do?
I'm going to target this one here with my my light crossbow.
Light crossbow? Okay, go ahead and roll an attack with advantage.
Hold on, I'm scrolling. There we go.
Yep.
An attack with advantage.
18, 24 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage and add 3d6 sneak attack to that, which I believe is your sneak attack now. Damage. check something. Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay. You shoot the arrow into this thing, and it hits it so hard it knocks it off its feet. And it stops moving for a moment, but as you wait, it shambles back to its feet, holding itself together in the middle of this combat. Good hit, but it rolled a very good Constitution saving throw to keep itself alive. That's going to lead... You have a little bit of movement left if you'd like to use it, but that is about it.
No, thank you.
Okay. Next turn is this zombie, who is going to shamble as far away from Castus, 5, 10, 15, 20, as it can. This zombie, 5, 10, 15, 20. And that is going to lead us to your turn, Big Hoss. Big Hoss, you were staring at this skeleton because, man, was it interesting. And as this ogre stood up in front of you, you didn't notice it, but your keen senses heard the whooshing of a morning star through the air, and you swing your sword up, blocking a little bit of the blow as it hits you. You find yourself face to face with a giant, undead ogre monstrosity. What would you like to do?
Attack him.
Attack him! Okay, go ahead and target him and attack him.
I want to use my sword as a two-handed weapon if I can.
Yep, you sure can.
Okay. Two-handed, normal.
Yep. 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me. We also messed up. One moment. I believe you have an extra attack, Bonita. You could have attacked that guy twice. We'll have to remember that. Both Big Hoss and you have extra attacks now. Okay, so you do 11 damage to this creature. You swing in and you leave a huge gash in its side. You can do another attack on your turn because you have extra attack now that you're level 5.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll another attack for me. Oh,
Wow.
Baby. Go ahead and roll damage critical.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
So you guys see Big Hoss swing in and leave a gash and then jam his sword into the gash, causing even more damage to this creature. It is, it's not bleeding because it's undead, but it's starting to look a little bit rough. You have bonus action and movement. What would you like to do, Big Hoss?
I can use second wind, right?
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry. Action surge.
You can, yes.
And that's not my bonus, correct?
It is not your bonus. You can just do that.
Okay.
All right. I'm assuming you want to attack it 2 more times?
Yep.
Go ahead. Attack it 2 more times. $12 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Not a hard creature to hit. It's big and slow. 9 damage. You see Big Hoss in a blur start doing more strikes at this creature. Go ahead and roll another attack for me, Big Hoss. $14 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage, Big Hoss. Max damage, 15. You guys see in a flurry of blows, Big Hoss go 1, 2, 3, 4, carving out to this creature's spine. The right side of this creature, or the left side of this creature, is now just a open wound, a ragged mash of undead flesh, as this ogre zombie is now looking pretty wounded. Big Hoss, bonus action movement, what would you like to do?
I'd just like to activate my shield.
Okay, you activate your shield. Any movement?
No.
No? Okay. That's going to lead us to this zombie, which is going to go one. It's in point of fact, as this one pulls away, Castus is going to attempt to hit it. He's going to pull out his new Maul Lightbringer. And the mace is going to start glowing a very bright color. He's going to do an attack of opportunity against this creature with advantage because it is both frightened and... Okay. He is going to then roll damage with... extra there. 12 damage. So you guys see Castus pull this mace out as this zombie tries to retreat. And this mace glows brightly as Castus says a word of power and swings the mace into this creature's back. As it hits the creature, there's a flash of golden energy and this creature falls and immediately begins to disintegrate. As this zombie is now dead. Which is going to then lead us to this one who is not... turned anymore. He's going to turn to you, Bonita, because you stabbed him. And he is going to attempt to strike you with his fist. Normal. 12 will miss. So as he goes to strike you, it whiffs, it misses. And that is going to end that one's turn, and that's going to lead us to this one, who is going to try to get as far away from Castus as possible, and lead us to the top of the turn order, where Castus is again going to target the one between you two with his mace one more time. He's going to try to get that one out of the way so that you guys don't have to deal with it. 16 is good. He's going to roll damage. He'll do 7 damage to this creature, and you'll again, as he hits it, you'll see a bright golden flash come from the mace, and the zombie falls down and begins to disintegrate as it dies from the radiant damage that this mace does. That's going to lead us to this guy who is not turned. Going to target Castus and make a slam attack. And whiff completely. Bonita. You see the zombie in front of you disintegrate into nothing. As Castus uses this new weapon to supposedly wreak havoc on these undead creatures. What would you like to do, Bonita?
Attack this big guy in this corner.
All right, go ahead.
Am I considered in melee distance with this guy?
Yes, that is melee distance. You are 5 feet away.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So remember, you can do 2 attacks this time. So.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I should have let you last time, but we both forgot. 10 will hit, so go ahead and roll damage for me. Thank you, Sammy. So, but you see Bonita swing at this creature. Attempting to mimic Haas's movements, getting 2 strikes off. Go ahead and roll another attack for me. Oh, roll damage, critical hit. All right. So you see Lady Bonita do 2 quick swipes at this creature, one of them striking quite deep as this ogre zombie is starting to look a little bit ragged. Bonus action movement, Lady Bonita, what would you like to do?
I'll have my my kitty cat here attack.
Oh my god, okay. Go ahead and go ahead and target it and have your cat roll an attack.
Okay, attack.
Cat got claws. Go ahead and roll damage for me. 24 is good.
What was that?
Yeah, big
That's
big
what I'm
hoss.
getting
Big hoss.
excited. Okay.
Big hoss was mimicking AK's war screech there before. So you see this cat dig its claws into this ogre zombie.
Is that okay?
That was a AK. How was that for an imitation? Was that pretty good? Or?
Yeah.
All right, good.
A little too low, maybe. He couldn't.
Yeah, we can still hear it. So okay, this ogre now in front of you guys is looking incredibly ragged. Strips of flesh are hanging. The entirety of its like belly region is almost completely torn to shreds. You can see its spine
Ew.
like kind of wobble as it's trying to hold itself up. You have movement, Bonita. Would you like to? You have movement, Bonita. Is there anything you'd like to do? What did you say, Big Hoss?
Does it stink?
Yeah, it's an undead corpse. It stinks.
I'll end my turn.
You had your turn? Okay. That's going to leave us to this zombie, which is still turned, is going to stay there. This zombie is going to be incredibly angry at you, Big Hoss, for hitting it 4 times and attempt another attack at you.
Not me.
Why do I keep rolling badly? And as it swings its morning star down at you, your shield swings around and blocks it, and it kind of, you hear the sort of reverberating gong as the shield blocks the strike. That's going to lead us to your turn, AK. From your point of view, you can see this zombie yet alive and this zombie yet alive. You can also barely make out this big one in the corner.
Okay, so do I need to hide again?
Yes, but I will go with your previous roll, which was high enough to get sneak attack on the zombies. So I'm not going to make you roll, so I'll just say you hide.
Okay. And then I'm going to target this one here
Okay,
with
roll
my
with
bow.
Yep, go ahead and roll with advantage. $14 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage and make sure you add your 3d6 sneak attack. $21. God, I can't wait till you get a critical hit on that. You guys see a arrow shoot out from this door and bury itself into this creature,
Where's
knocking it out. Roll a perception check. Big Hoss.
Actually,
Okay, roll a perception check. You guys see the arrow literally blast straight through this zombie's chest, leaving a gaping hole as it immediately starts to disintegrate and fall apart as AK kills it and it can't hold itself together. Your perception check was higher than his stealth roll. You see him outside the door, kind of wedged up against the door jam. Bonus action movement, AK, or your bonus action was to hide. You have movement, AK. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll move in back in next to Hoss.
Back next to Hoss? Okay.
Yeah.
is it really supposed to be like hidden from the part? Is that like the lore of it? Is that he's supposed to? No one's supposed to see him.
Well, he's supposed to. So the way it works is you're supposed to kind of hide so that none of the enemies are focusing on you. I don't think he's trying to hide from you. I just had it to be funny.
Oh, okay.
But the lore of it is that he is hiding so that the enemy doesn't know where he is, and then he can make a strike with advantage because they don't know it's coming. Like, that's the way that works.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right. They know he's there, but they don't know which direction he's going to attack from, so they can't protect themselves, hence the advantage. All right. This zombie is stuck there. That zombie's stuck there. Big Hoss. That leads us to you.
Let's keep beating on this big guy.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Target him. Roll a couple of attacks.
All right. Attack, two-handed.
Uh, 17 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage. 7, 12 damage. Okay. You guys see Big Hoss swing his sword in and cleave through this creature's spine, and it grabs its arms drop down and grab its legs, trying to hold itself together, but it can't, and it falls over and begins to disintegrate in front of you, dying as Big Hoss's first attack kills it.
Big fart.
Big fart.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Can we do a name change?
We
wait
sure
till you
can.
see my next name. I ain't gonna spoil it, but you
Guys,
wait.
I got cheap viewers. Let me click on that link immediately. Oh, I hit the bell. Oh, no, I hit the ban, but oh, I'm sorry. Mournful Margins, you need to come back. I need that link. Oh,
And
my
I'm banning
God.
Sir Ivet just because he was by him.
Yeah. My God. Okay. Memes aside, Big Hoss does slay this giant ogre. It falls to the ground and immediately begins to sort of disintegrate and turn into dust. Unfortunately, that does waste your second attack because the actions have to be done back to back, but you do have movement and bonus action left. So,
How close can I get to this one, I guess?
you can move 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice. Okay.
All
That's it, I guess.
That is it. Okay. That's going to lead us to this one, who is turned and is going to continue. How long are they turned for? Is it a minute? 6 rounds? Let me look. Yes, they're turned for 6 rounds, so a long time. That's going to lead us to the top of the turn order, which is Castus, who is going to see that you guys are making short work of these creatures and push his way up to this one. Target it with his new fancy weapon. Roll advantage because it is turned. And will still hit. 1d6. And you again see a flash of light as this one begins to disintegrate and fall apart. That's going to lead us to your turn, Lady Bonita. Lady Bonita, you have seen many of these undead creatures now start to fall. What would you like to do?
Can I come up here?
You sure can.
And target this big guy.
You target the big guy. Go ahead and target him.
And we'll attack him.
Going to attack him. Okay, go ahead and target him. 26 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Nine damage. You guys see this arrow sink into this creature's putrid flesh as it now becomes unturned and spins to focus on the group. You can roll another attack, Lady Bonita.
Yes. Okay.
You should have had advantage on that. So roll advantage on this one. So roll another, just roll a d20 quick.
Okay.
We're basically just seeing if you get a critical is all.
Gotcha.
Okay, you do not. Go. You do hit it. Go ahead and roll damage. Because it was turned, so you should have advantage on that attack.
I see.
8. A second arrow flies past Castus's ear, sinking into this zombie. It's starting to look a little bit wounded now. Bonus action, and I believe you have 5, 10, 15, 10 more feet of movement. So bonus action, 10 more feet of movement.
Can my cat make it up to that same?
That's a great question. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes.
Okay.
Now, hold on 1 second. Melee bonus. If the beast has moved at least 20 feet straight towards the target takes an extra 1d6 damage and can be knocked prone if it is larger or smaller. So you can roll the secondary one on this one if you wish.
Yeah.
So I believe when you click B strike, you can do charging attack because it moved 20 feet towards the target.
charging.
Yes, so you can do the charging attack if you wish.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. Charging attack.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack for me. 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Damage. So you guys see this cat spring across this rubble and jump over the head of Castus, clawing into this thing's chest as this creature is knocked prone with the cat on top of it. Let me give it the prone condition. The cat then pounces off and lands. You can have it land there or there, Lady Bonita. Where would you prefer it?
Yeah. How about here?
Okay. The cat lands there, leaving this creature sort of rolling on the ground as it tries to right itself. I believe you have a little bit of movement if you'd like to move, Lady Bonita, but that is it.
I will end my turn.
You'll end your turn. Awesome. That's going to lead us to this zombie who is still turned. That's going to lead us to you, AK. AK. You see that this battle is now starting to turn in your favor. What would you like to do?
Can I hit this one right here?
Yes, you can. From there, I'd move you down to there to hit it, but yeah, you can hit it from there.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You have advantage because it is turned.
All right.
Uh, 24 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 3d6 sneak attack. And just for Cal, we can turn on the boss music. 24. Okay. Oh wait, no, I'm not there. 17. I was looking at the wrong thing. It needs to do this then. Oh no. So you guys see this arrow from AK shoot out across, slamming into the shoulder of this creature, ripping its arms off with its force. But unfortunately, as much as it tries, as much as AK is trying to make it die, it holds itself together and keeps itself alive, now unturned. That's going to lead us. You have bonus action and movement. AK, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna end it right there.
Okay. That's going to lead us to this one, who is going to push forward and attack Castus now. Seven is not going to hit, so he misses, and that's going to lead us to your turn, Big Hoss. Big Hoss, you're facing a zombie that is trying to flee away from Castus. What would you like to do?
Well, let's hit him with my sword.
Go ahead and attack. Roll with advantage because it is turned, frightened, and trying to get away.
Just how I like him.
There you go. We all have our types. I didn't know you cared for undead that much, but hey, man, I don't judge.
Advantage two hand. Okay.
Yep,
There's
advantage
no
to
kink
him.
shaming here.
Not 19 is going to roll high. Go ahead and roll damage for me. Big 14. Hey. No. You strike this zombie and it too is cleaved in half and begins to fall apart before your eyes as it disintegrates, Big Hoss. Bonus action movement. What would you like to do?
Can I get over here, or is the bed blocking me?
You can get over there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go right there then.
Okay. I believe that's your turn.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, never mind.
The zombie ogre is going to shamble up to its feet and look around and realize that it is surrounded, and it is going to is going to target Castus with an attack. And hit. Good for him. Why do I roll high when I'm killing my characters? So you guys see this mace swing through. It flies over the head of the cat and slams into Castus's shoulder, dealing a large amount of damage to him. And Castus is looking kind of wounded now, which is going to lead us to the top of his turn. He's going to get rid of this little zombie. Hopefully.
He's getting pissed.
He will get rid of that one. I'm not even going to add it because it's at 1 and any radiant damage is going to kill it. So this zombie here gets flashed by Castus's mace and dies. Castus is then going to target himself with Healing Word as a bonus action. And roll absolute minimum damage to heal himself. Awesome. All right, that's going to be his turn. Lady Bonita.
Hey.
There is only a fairly wounded ogre zombie up in the corner now. It has slammed its mace hard into Castus's shoulder. What would you like to do?
Attack him.
Attack him. Okay. $14 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 8 damage, 13. Nice. Go ahead and so you guys see an arrow fly over the head of the cat into this creature. The zombie is starting to look a little ragged. Go ahead and roll another attack for me, Ladybug. As you loose your second arrow into the fray. 11 is going to hit. 21. Go ahead and roll damage again for me. 5, 10. I like it. You guys see a second arrow fly in, piercing into this creature. It is now starting to look quite wounded. One of its arms is kind of hanging limply. The other is lashing out with this, its Morning Star, trying to keep you guys at bay. AK, well, you have bonus action, Lady Bonita.
Oh yeah.
Lady Bonita. Movement bonus action.
Kitty cat.
All right.
Attack.
All right, go ahead and target him and roll the non-charge attack.
Okay. Attack. Okay.
13 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 damage. Nice. The cat leaves more shreds through this creature. It is not. The cat jumps up and literally rips its left arm off, and the arm is now. The arm is in the cat's teeth, but it's so big the cat is can't really hold it up, so it lets it go. This zombie is looking incredibly wounded. Movement, Lady Bonita. Would you like to move at all?
No, it's okay.
All right. AK, what would you like to do?
Move up a little bit closer right here.
Okay. Not there. You wanted to go there.
And I need to move the screen. I'm going to target this one.
Okay.
And bow him.
All right, go ahead and roll a normal attack. 13 will hit. Damage, no sneak attack. 8 big damage. 11. This thing now has arrows just sticking out from all over it as you guys have pinned cushioned it from afar. Bonus action. I believe you have a little bit more movement left, AK.
I'm done.
You done? Okay. Big Hoss.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Let's attack him.
Oh, you want to attack him? Okay, go ahead. I thought you might try to give him a hug or something, but go ahead and attack him.
I'm gonna hug him with my sword.
Hug him with the sword. Oh my god. Nothing like the embrace of cold, hard steel. 5, 13 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 11. One moment, please. Yeah, fails. You guys see Big Hoss jam this sword up into this creature's jaw, and as it shudders, trying to keep together, its dead eyes kind of slump out of their sockets, and the flesh begins to run off of its bones as this creature falls dead before you.
Bruh.
Leaving us out of combat. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Castus is going to immediately cast cure, his free cure wounds on himself. It's a free one a day. I don't think he's used it yet. Somebody will probably correct me if he has, and heal for 16, which puts him at a much more comfortable full health. All right. You guys have cleared out this room. For the sake of brevity, there is nothing in this room but these corpses. And also for the sake of brevity, I will say that you have now cleared out the entirety of Wave Echo.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
That was the last encounter in Wave Echo Cave.
So did we beat the game?
To finish.
That's up to you. Do you guys want to be done? Because I've got more for you.
No, I mean, do we beat this part of the game though?
Well, you got to go back to Phandelver and report success, but you have beat Wave Echo Cave, yes.
Before we do that, we need to swing by and get my rope and your gunpowder back, your black powder back.
Yeah, true. And my horse.
And your horse.
I just want to point out, did you tie your horse up?
I think I did.
I don't remember you tying it up, and I also know that you've been in this cave like 4 days. You've taken like 4 long rests.
Yeah, but what I didn't tell anyone is I secretly... No, I don't know. Probably.
He's gone.
Your horse most likely ran away to eat food.
Yeah, he's probably just outside the cave, just eating
rocks,
grass or something. Dude.
Yeah,
eating rocks.
them rocks. Yeah, he's a rock
filling up
eater.
on lava or something.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. You guys, would you guys like to do anything else in Wave Echo Cave, or would you like to head towards the entrance?
Head towards the entrance.
All right. With that,
did we determine that the other brother is dead? Or did we save him? There were 2 brothers in here.
Yes. You never determined? Roll for me a history check, AK.
Oh.
15, 16. As you think back to this, you look down at the cloak of protection you're wearing, and you remember that you got that off of a corpse in a camp at the entrance of the cave, and that the corpse you got it out of was dwarven sized.
That was probably him.
Yeah, probably was.
And that it starts with an N. Nundro or whatever his name was. He rolled a nat. Nundro, yes. He rolled a nat 1 to recognize that you were wearing his brother's cloak, so he didn't remember that. So,
Gotcha.
So he didn't call you on it. I remember the nat 1. It was funny. All right. Anything else you guys would like to do, or do you want to head to the entrance?
Head to the entrance.
Head to the entrance.
Let's go back out. Up. You go through the cavern you didn't go through last time because you went north first, back into the pit. Up. And finally, after multiple days of being in this cold, loud cave, you guys get to smell fresh air once more. as you push your way out into the region of Phandelver. You guys are now about right.
And we grab the rope and the powder, right?
Well, I'm assuming you would, yes.
Okay. So it'll
my
be back
horse
in my
out there
inventory?
just eating grass?
Your horse, there is no grass out there. Roll an investigation check for me, Big Horse.
Is there any horse poop? Okay.
Six. You find no sign nor traces of your horse.
Can I roll a survival check to see if there's any manure?
Roll a survival check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Should have paid for LoJack.
10. There is some manure, but it doesn't lead in any particular direction. There's just a pile of old horse manure somewhere around where the horse might have stood waiting for its owner to come back and then didn't in 4 days, and then the horse went to find food.
All right. I had planned to kamikaze him at some point anyway with the bomb on his back, so he's probably lucky he got away, dude.
The legend of Haas's horse will live on.
Some say he's still out there searching for food.
Well, you guys will be next campaign. You guys will be level 20, and a random horse with amazing stats is going to come back for vengeance. All right. You guys find yourself on the mountainside. You crawl out of the small opening, having retrieved your rope and the keg of black powder. With that, you find yourselves outside in the sun for the first time in like 4 or 5 days, and it's nice to smell fresh air, to breathe fresh air, even though it's kind of chilly on the top of this mountain, even though it's a little dusty. It's substantially fresher than what you had in Wave Echo Cave. As you crawl out, you hear the last crash come from the entrance of the cave, of that familiar echoing, booming sound coming from the waves from the northwest. You find yourself in silence for the first time in quite a while. It gives you a moment to reflect on what you have gained and what you have lost.
My horse.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Go back to Phandelver and report back.
Right. You guys make the roughly half-day journey. I have to get this one and you down there. You guys make the roughly half-day journey back to Phandelver. You are tired. You're sore. You're sick of trail rations. But you all arrive through the main gate up here of Phandelver intact. You look over the city. It is as it once was before. It looks normal. It looks peaceful. You have Gundren to inform that the cave is clear. You think it might be best to tell Sildar something about what had happened. Also, I have to get rid of your bird, because you don't have your bird, Bonita. You have your kitty. No. What would you guys like to do for your first day? It's about midday.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
You wish to go to the inn to talk to Gundren, is what you're saying, or you want to talk to Sildar? Who'd you like to talk to?
Well, Gundren is on the way, so.
Okay. So you guys head to the Stone Tree Inn. You walk in, and as you walk in, a number of people look up and glance towards you, and they get excited. The heroes of Phandelver are back. Toblin, the innkeeper, comes rushing out and says, "Oh, my friends, welcome you. Baths, perhaps?"
Yeah.
You seen any horses running around here?
There are several horses around here, yes. Which one are you looking for?
My horse.
I have not seen it since you left with it. Did you lose it?
He ran away from me.
My apologies. Please, there are baths. If you would bathe before you... He kind of looks you over, and you realize you guys are now, pretty dirty. You're covered in slime from the fungus area. You're covered in undead viscera. You're covered in dust and dirt from the cave-in. You've been fighting creatures of undead origins, and you suddenly feel very dirty.
All right. Well, if nobody appreciates the look and smell of fun, I guess we should bathe.
Okay. So he leads you to an area of the inn where there are baths. There is a separate one for you, Bonita.
That's right.
You guys bathe. You get cleaned up. You spend a little time maintaining your armor, your weapons, to get them so that they don't fall apart. With that, I'm also going to charge all of you 2 silver for bows, or arrows, maintenance, food, rations, things like that. So take away 2 silver from each of you, from each of your stores to do that, to just a general resupply of all those things, since you just spent, 4 days fighting. I think that's pretty fair.
Can I wash AK's back when I'm in the shower with him?
No.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sorry, AK. Oh, weird.
14. I doubt it. You can ask him, but I doubt it.
I'd try the sleight of hand.
Let me get this straight, Big Hoss. You want to get in a bath with another man.
You said we already were. You said Benita's the only one to add the other one, bro.
And you want to get in the bath with another man and roll the sleight of hand to try to touch him.
This is the last time I try to help anyone, bro.
No, you can roll, dude. Go ahead and roll. Sleight of hand, man. I'm just...
No, if you guys don't want my help...
That's all you.
I'm just trying to clarify what's
I don't even know what the motivation is on that.
Roll a perception check, AK.
A perception check.
17's pretty high.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. 14. You do not notice that Big Hoss's hand is creeping towards you.
Oh boy.
All right.
Well, doors are all kind of hunched over, so it makes sense that they couldn't reach their back, short arms, and the hunching. You
feel Big Hoss very tenderly reach over and start scrubbing.
Okay, stop.
You wanted it.
No, I just wanted to help a friend. This is how I get treated.
Okay. No, that was a wonderful scene. Thank you for that. Okay. All right, you guys are clean, although AK, for some reason, you still feel dirty. All right, you leave the bath.
Sick, AK.
You leave the baths redressed. Toblin presents to you meals, real food. After near a week, a hot meal.
Thank you.
Thank you all. He
Amen, lily pad.
He
Real ones know.
You're treated to a fine meal, in point of fact. Some beef, fresh bread, fresh vegetables that are boiled from the garden, seasoned well. You get yourself a very good meal after your ordeal here in Wave Echo Cave. It is at this point in time that Toblin sort of looks over the group and asks, "Where's your friend, the cloaked gentleman, Shaylin?"
He run off when I was in the cave, man.
He fell.
Oh.
He fell down.
He fell down.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll leave you to it. And he sort of bows and apologetically leaves. You are left in relative silence, the four of you, to enjoy your meals. The sort of gentle clamor of the common room of the inn of people coming and going and talking and chatting is a nice change from the booming of Wave Echo Cave, from the sounds of battle that you are somewhat now more used to, as you come to terms with the fact that one of your compatriots has fallen, and that there are forces in this world that seek to cause destruction that you now are going to probably have to deal with, as you are the ones with the ability to.
I'm the one who knocks.
With that, you guys finish your meal, and shortly afterwards, Gundren and a much better looking Nundro approach the table you are sitting at to ask you if you have completed the clearing of Wave Echo Cave.
Gundren, we have two lots of news for you. Good and bad.
Well, let's start with the bad first.
Bad news is that Shay was killed, and that one of the brothers was killed.
Ran away.
Gundren and Nundro look at each other as you say that their brother has been killed. And there's sort of like a grim acceptance on their face, kind of like they expected to hear that, but they're still saddened by the news. Did you recover his body?
No.
Do you know where it's at?
We left it where it laid. We knew you were coming back, so we thought you should take care of that.
I appreciate that. He asks you if you can tell him where it's located in the cave. Do you tell him?
Yes.
Okay. So he now knows the location of his third brother's final, or his other brother's final resting place. You mentioned the other one, your compatriot, your team member. He fell too.
Yeah, Shaylin, he fell, saving us all. He's buried under a lot of rock. When you go back to do what you need to do with the mine, the return of his body would be appreciated.
Wait, he asks again where this sort of cave-in happened. Can I assume you tell him?
Yes.
Okay. We'll make it a priority to try to get him back for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that unpleasantry out of the way, he said there was good news.
The good news is that the cave is clear. We've gotten everyone out. All creatures, all people, everything.
Is good news. Then we'll him and his brother look at each other. We'll I guess we'll take over from here. We'll get a crew and we'll go in and we'll get the mine running again. And like I said, we're partners in this. 10% share to you and your group.
Thank you.
Whatever we get out of it. No, thank you. You've done us a great service. You went above and beyond. If I'd have known how much trouble it would be, I'd have paid you more when we left Phandelver. I appreciate all your help, and you've made a friend today. And he reaches across the table to each of you in turn to shake your hands. And when he gets to you, Big Hoss, he says, sorry about your horse.
No.
And with that, they get up and they leave the inn to go start working on getting Wave Echo to get a crew to go and start to take care of Wave Echo Cave. You have been fed. It is now close to evening time. What would you guys like to do?
Is Phantom there or Phantom? Is Hannum there?
You have not seen Hannum.
Maybe he runs off.
No
Maybe.
way.
Should have asked Gundren if he saw him. Well, then we just need to go talk to Sildar? Sildar? Yeah.
Okay. So you guys want to leave and head to the town master's hall?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys group up. You feel much better than you have in a while. You're clean. You're fed. You're safe. The sun is setting as you leave the inn and you make your way south to the town master's hall. And as you enter, inside you see Harbin Wester, the town master, working in his sort of corner desk, and you see Sildar behind the main desk. Working. They both look up as you walk in. Sildar looks pleased and a little surprised to see you. Yes, yes. My friends, what can I help you with?
Wave Echo Cave is clear.
I see. I don't believe you guys told him about Wave Echo Cave. I think he knew about the Black Spider, though.
Oh, I just assumed he thought that he knew that's where it was. The Black Spider is is dead.
Wasn't he the one that Yarno Glassstaff was working for, yeah?
Among others, yes.
See. That is good news. Thank you. For informing me. I think you guys have essentially, you heroes, have essentially taken care of every major threat in this region thus far. I don't know what I or this town would have done without your assistance in these matters. Thank you. And he too reaches out to shake all of your hands in turn. And to give his thanks and to let you know that both the town and the region owe you a great debt for all that you've done.
Well, as far as that goes, in the process of doing all of this, we lost Sildar. Or not Sildar, with Shaylin. He'll be here, I'm guessing, in a few days to a week. They're going to bring his body back from the cave. The town might have a nice burial for him.
I will see to it that he is laid to rest properly.
Most appreciated.
Sir, he looks at you, AK. I have a missive for you, and he hands you a letter.
Thank you.
I was bid to give this to you by Hannum.
Oh.
Hannum.
A man by the name of Hannum. I believe it was the gentleman who drove the cart when you saved me from the goblin cave. Nice young dwarf.
He's also my son.
That takes him by surprise. I did not know. He spent a day or two in town. Not a day or two. He spent a day in town healing up, and then he said he was off back to Neverwinter and asked me to give this to you when I saw you next.
I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you for all that you've done. And with that, him and Harbin, unless you need something more from them, they go back to work.
Yeah, no.
Okay. As you walk out, it is now nighttime. It is, well, it's the moon is starting to come up and the orange sky from the sunset has begun to fade. It's now into the evening hours. Can I assume you'd like to go back to the inn and rest for the evening?
Yes.
I'd like to go back to the inn and read that missive and go to sleep, yeah.
Okay. You all go back to the inn. In the letter, you get your rooms for free. In the letter, and if you do take the time to compare them, the handwriting on the letter that Hannum gave you does match the handwriting on the letter that called you from Neverwinter to Phandelver, AK. To paraphrase, it essentially says that the conversation you're going to have will happen, but he had to go back to Neverwinter to settle some things first. But he would like to have that conversation with you sometime in the future.
Okay.
With that, you all go to sleep, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A long rest.
A long rest. Everyone, please take a long, well-deserved rest.
Okay. Oops. I didn't.
Well, your kitty sure got a good night's sleep.
Do I need to do it on my?
Yes, you're gonna need to do
Okay.
it just in case. Yeah, because you were not at full hit points. Okay. So you guys, you sleep fairly well. You're comfortable. Over the last about over the last week, you've been roughing it. You've been sleeping on stone floors and what little scraps of cloth you can manage. And being in a bed is very nice. You get a good night's rest. And you wake up and you go out to have breakfast. And in the common room of the inn are Gundren and Nundro. And they wave you over to join them if you would like to join them for breakfast.
Sure.
Yes.
Wonderful. As you sit down, you chat amicably. Gundren and Nundro tell you that Nundro needs to go back to Neverwinter to essentially get some better equipment, that the things they need for the excavation in Wave Echo Cave, the tools they have available aren't going to be enough, and that Nundro is going to have to go back to Neverwinter to get some more manpower and to get some tools, things like that. Sildar was going to accompany them, as there really isn't much left for him to do, as peace has now come to this area. So Sildar was going to head back to Neverwinter as well. And he was wondering if you would escort him, considering that you are partners in Wave Echo Cave. So.
Sure, yeah.
Wonderful. All right. You guys mount up. That morning, and you set off, and you spend a couple of days on the road. It is quite safe, because there really isn't too much left for you to fight in this region.
I killed them all.
Hold on. Did I not make a list of... I was almost certain I had made a list. Oh, I put it in the
I need to go to the restroom. I'll be back.
Go for it. Yeah, go ahead and take a quick break. There it is. Okay, I found my list. All right. You guys... You spend a couple of peaceful days walking and riding through the countryside of Phandelver, going north to the city of Neverwinter. I believe it's about a 2-day, 1.5, 2-day ride, leisurely paced 2-day ride from Neverwinter, or from Phandelver to Neverwinter. You arrive in Neverwinter, and Sildar bids you all a fond farewell as he goes back to his guild and reports what had happened. you all, Nundro says to give him a day. He'll get the things he needs, and then you can head back within a day or two. And this gives you guys the run of the city for about a day and a half before you have to leave. So, do I have any? Yeah, we can. Let's do this one. Put up some more jaunty music since we're sort of in a laid back moment. Is there anything you guys would like to do for your day in Neverwinter?
I would like to go home.
AK wants to go home. AK, you go home. Your wife is not happy that you disappeared and really didn't tell her where you were going to go, and left a note saying that you had to leave for a while, and she spends a fair amount of time chewing you out. And then expresses that she is very happy that you're alive and to see you the rest of the evening.
Well, then I proceed to tell her everything that has happened, including about Hannum.
That
makes her even more mad.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, because that happened before we were dating.
That also surprises her. She asks for his description, and she says that she will, if he's in Neverwinter, she'll do her best to find him and see that he is not stabbed in some alleyway, as she knows how important family is to you.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
That's why I love you, sweetheart.
I am not going to roleplay saying that back to you.
You guys are nasty.
There's the guy trying to molest my back earlier.
Oh my
God. All right. That's how you spend your day. Big Hoss, Bonita, anything you guys would like to do?
Can I check for my horse around here? Maybe it came back.
Go ahead. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Woo. You find many horses. None of them are yours. It is at that point in time you remember that you bought your horse from Barthen in Phandelver, and if it was going to return home, it would return to Phandelver, not Neverwinter.
Can I go to check in Phandelver again if my horse is there?
You want to go now? Big Hoss leaves the group to go see if his horse is in. You can check when you get back. Lady Bonita, is there anything else you would like to do except look? Or is there anything you want to do while you're looking around town for your horse, Big Hoss?
Can I ask around to see if anyone's seen that dragon too?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a 19 investigation.
There is a dragon running around, isn't there?
Nobody recalls. As you're going around looking for your horse, you ask a few people about this dragon. No one seems to recall seeing a dragon. You get a couple of rumors from people who say, well, yeah, there's a giant lizard up in the mountains, and then somebody else tells you that there's a giant lizard who lives out on an island in the sea, and another one says, yep, I saw a dragon off in the woods, but it was a red dragon, not a green dragon. Nothing concrete, but you get a lot of rumors that, yeah, there might be a dragon around here somewhere.
Well, where's he at?
He just told you.
Could be anywhere. Okay, Lady Bonita, is there anything you would like to do?
I don't think, nothing in particular.
Okay, well, Castus is going to go look for items. He's going to try to go shopping. He's going to look for a place with some items. Does anyone want to go with him?
I'll go with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll go with him.
Oh, well, now all of a sudden, everyone wants to go shopping.
Well, no.
You're
actually,
stuck with your wife, AK. She's
That's
not
right,
letting you
that's
go.
right.
You're stuck with your wife.
That's what I was thinking.
You've had too much time alone as it is. Okay. Which one of you wants to look for a shop? Go ahead and roll for me a investigation check with advantage. Whoever wants to do it. Bonita probably, since Big Hoss is looking for horses. So roll for me an investigation check, Bonita, with advantage, since Castus and you are leading this expedition. 12, 15, awesome. You find a rather... you find yourself walking through a rather wealthy-looking district of Neverwinter, and you see a shop with... a nicely made shop with some armor and some weapons in the window, and there is in the window there is a jeweled bottle. It's solid gold. It's got a few gems on it, and you enter into the shop. And as you go in, you are greeted by a sort of short, portly man with very thick, blonde hair on his head. He welcomes you in and asks what it is he can help you with.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
He says, I've said that many a time in my life, but here we are, together at last. Can I assume you're looking for wares?
Any weapons?
Yeah.
I see. I see. People. He looks over your equipment, and he notes that you have some fine equipment on you. Good sir, he looks at you, Big Hoss. You're not interested in selling that fine longsword, are you? You wouldn't be willing to part with that? That is a beautiful... That shield as well is magnificent. Would you be willing to part with those?
I don't know. Do you have a whistle that can call horses?
I can make a whistle that calls horses.
Well, I want to call my horse back.
That would be substantially harder, since I don't know where your horse is now.
Well, me neither.
That would be why you need the whistle, good sir.
Mm-hmm. How much gold?
I'm afraid without your horse, I cannot create a whistle to call it back.
Oh my god.
My dear, he turns to you, Lady Bonita. That is a finely crafted bow. How much to part with it?
It's not for sale.
Ah, I understand. Sometimes our armaments can be closer to us than children. Are you here to buy, then?
What do you have?
What don't I have? He brings out a number of things. He has a wide array of weapons and armor, all of which are normal, but he does have a number of magical items. He brings out a very nice pair of green leather boots.
Oh.
And he tells you that these are boots of elf kind. Which, do I have boots of elf kind in here? Or did I... Let me look real quick. I think I have that in the game. Not there. Let me double check. almost certain I had them, but if I don't, I can merely describe what they do. How is it spelled? Yeah, it is elf. Might be. Nope. Oh, they're the boots of elven kind. Okay, I will link them in chat. These boots, when you wear them, your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you move across. You have advantage on stealth checks that rely on you moving silently.
Ooh.
So there, well, he says, give me a moment. Let me present my wares to you, good lady.
I just got so excited.
Women and their shoes. I am well aware.
Yes.
He puts down a ring, a simple gold ring, and he says, this is a ring of Featherfall. While you are wearing this ring, and you are attuned to it, you can descend and take no falling damage. He pulls out two other items. One of these, they're both, these two things are both in a bag. One of these bags is a dark black cloth bag, and inside you open it up, and inside there are 6 small black spheres that are about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. They're fairly light. And he says, these are beads of force. When you throw them, they explode. And after they explode, they can encase whatever enemy is hit by them in a prison. He also pulls out the other bag, which is in a sort of brown leather satchel. He opens it, and inside is a powder. It resembles a sort of a fine sand, only instead of it being like brownish gray like sand, it's just pure white. It almost looks like glass dust. He says, this is dust of disappearance. You take the bag, you take the dust, and you throw it over yourself, and any creature within 10 feet of you will be invisible for 2 minutes.
Wait, it makes the creatures invisible, or it makes you invisible?
You and any creature within 10 feet of you.
So, oh, okay, I see.
He also says, and he puts a set of armor on the table. This is studded leather armor. It's very well made. He says, I also have an adventurer recently came and sold me some of their equipment. This is particularly of note. This is an enchanted set of studded leather armor. And he tells you that it is a +1 set of studded leather armor. For reference, is it here? Oh no, it wouldn't be in this compendium. It would be in the equipment compendium of this one, right? Yes. So, studded leather armor gives you an armor class of 12 plus your dex modifier up to 5, because that's the highest it can be, +1. So it'd be +1 to 12. It'd be 13 plus your dex modifier. That's better than the armor you have. So that is what he puts before you. He puts before you the boots of Elfkind, the ring of feather falling, beads of force, dust of disappearance, and a set of studded leather armor +1. For costs, the boots of Elfkind are 2k, 2,000 gold. The ring of feather falling is 1750. The beads of force are 900. The dust of disappearance is 250 gold. And the studded leather armor is 1,400 gold. I can send you the list if you wish.
Bro, I can't afford all that.
I would like the list.
I will copy this and I will post it in the D&D group. You're gonna get time codes with that. Ignore those because I made this list when the first time you came to Neverwinter in case you guys wanted to shop. Okay. So ignore the time codes, and then you will have studded leather.
Sweet.
So that is the amount. You guys can pool your gold if you wish. Castus says he has 108 gold. He's willing to pool if you guys need or want one of those items. Something that you guys think would be good for you guys, functional for you guys.
I will think about it and be back.
Wonderful, thank you. As you leave, once again, you see that jeweled bottle on the desk.
Oh, can we ask him about that?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you get the sense that he was sort of waiting for you to ask him about it. Like he didn't want to bring it up. He wanted you to ask him about it. He rushes over and he picks up the bottle and he goes, This is special.
Special? How special?
He hands you the bottle and it's not very big, but it's oddly heavy. He says, "This is a magic bottle. Inside of it is a creature. If you open the bottle, the creature can do your bidding.
Oh.
And if it likes you, it will even grant you a wish." He
Can
gets
it
his big,
find my horse?
Oh my god.
Waste it on the dang horse.
It can only be used once, but yes, sir, it can absolutely find your horse.
All right, how much is it?
He kind of lifts it from your hands. He goes, "Oh, I couldn't possibly part with this for less than 45,000 gold."
45,000. Any chance there's a discount?
You can buy a herd of horses for that.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to give you one item you absolutely couldn't afford.
What is it? What is it?
Okay, so
It's
so
like a
for
genie or
so
something.
technically it's called an Efreeti bottle. There is a creature
Okay.
inside of it called an Efreeti, which is essentially a genie.
Can I try to steal it?
No.
Oh my god.
Then he'll never let us
Yes,
back in.
roll a stealth check. Roll a stealth check.
Uh,
God dang it.
So he takes the bottle and he puts it back onto the counter.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He puts it back onto the cushion it was on in the window, and as he turns around, he looks over you all. Would you guys like any of the items I have presented to you? Go ahead, and you guys can discuss this amongst yourself if you want to now. You don't have to leave and come back. I'm not going to get mad about you talking in front of the shopkeeper. Big Hoss, you rolled a 10 for a stealth check. So you As far as you can tell, you have slipped away, and the shopkeeper is paying attention to your friend.
All right, so I got the bottle.
No, you are just hidden. If you want to, you have to try to sneak over and roll a sleight of hand check.
Not that
Sleight of
easy.
hand, okay. Oh my god, I'm not going.
So as you sort of like you guys out of the corner of your eye kind of see like Big Hoss tiptoeing towards the bottle. like he's got his hands like stuck out like a cartoon. He's like standing on his tiptoes like as he's moving towards this bottle. And as you get there and you reach towards it, without turning around, the shopkeeper says, "Please don't touch that."
Ooh.
All right, well, it was worth a shot.
I'm not sure about the worth of it, but
All right. So you
Hey,
don't
Caleb?
touch it then?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, do you guys want any of these items?
Can I ask him a question? I have this, well, I don't know. Sorry,
What? Ask away.
Just think about this. Never mind.
Well, go ahead
Will
and
we be
ask
able
it.
to come back?
What?
Will we be able to come back?
Of course, my stock sometimes rotates, and I can't promise I'll hold anything for you, but you certainly, you are well, my dear, as lovely as you are welcome anytime.
All right. Well, then I'll be back. I don't take anything right now.
Take anything? All right. Any of you guys? AK's not there, but Big Hoss, Castus cannot afford anything either, so.
Yeah, I can't afford anything.
Okay. As you're leaving, he does not seem at all upset that you're leaving. He says, "Thank you so much for visiting me. Please do come back, and if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask. Enjoy your day and have yourselves a wonderful afternoon." With that, you leave the shop.
so while I'm talking to my wife,
Yes.
I reveal to her that I have in my possession 2 rubies worth 20 gold.
Yes.
And I express a desire to have jewelry made for her.
Ah, wonderful. What kind of jewelry would you like to make?
I'm not sure what can be afforded at this point.
Well, you need to understand if you're looking to just have like say a set of gold earrings made. You have 819 gold. You could literally take the gold to melt down for the earrings, and then you just have to pay a craftsman, and it'd probably be maybe like 20 gold to have that made, something like that. Total, so it would take 10 gold to make the gold for the settings, and then another 10 for the craftsmanship.
I was thinking more along the lines of ruby insets.
Ruby
Like
insets?
Like ruby jewelry, like stones in a ring or in a necklace or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know. You could make ruby earrings. You could make a necklace with 2 rubies on it. Whatever you want. It'd be about 20 gold, I'd say.
Okay, well that's what I want to do for her.
Okay, you can give her the money and the rubies, but it's going to take a couple of days to have that set up, and unless you're planning on staying, you're going back to Phandelver. Okay.
Okay, well then I'll give her those so I can take the rubies out of my inventory.
Yes, take the 2 rubies out of your inventory, and just for the sake of ease, we'll take you from 819 gold to 800. We'll say it would cost 19 gold.
Okay.
For the sake of numbers. Awesome. She is enchanted by your rubies. and your desire to make for her jewelry. She thanks you profusely. The presentation of gifts helps smooth her temper somewhat, leading to the evening of revelry you two have together, we'll say.
Pulling a Shay.
There you go. Roll a performance check. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Your singing is too high-pitched and she cannot hear you.
Well, we're just going to leave that one there. All right. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do in Neverwinter, or would you like to meet Nundro and head back to Phandelver?
Head back to Phandelver.
Once I meet up with everybody, can I ask them what they found at the shop?
Yeah, you can. Castus will be happy to tell you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I am interested in the dust.
Awesome. Do you guys wish to go back and look into it?
Let's do it.
All right. You guys wish to go back? So you go back to the shop, and as you walk in, the shopkeeper recognizes all of you immediately, save for you, AK. And he says, "Wow, welcome. You've brought a friend."
Ah, yes.
See.
How are you, good sir?
Oh, I am very well. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. I'm interested in one of the items you have in your inventory that you described for my friends earlier.
What item would that be?
The dust.
The dust of disappearance. Yes, he takes it out and sets it on the table. It is, as described, a sort of small leather pouch with enough dust for a single use. So upon use, you take it, you use all of the dust, and it makes you and every creature within 10 feet of you invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'll take it.
Castus says he will put 100 gold in, or 50 gold in for that, so it would be 200 gold to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Castus.
Does he have more of that powder?
He has one use of it, and AK bought it.
What would happen if, say, there was a creature in a bottle within 10 feet of you and you used it?
Let me just double check. When you use an action to throw this dust in the air, you and each creature and object within 10 feet of you becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes. The duration is same for all subjects. The dust is consumed when its magic takes effect. So it has a single use, and it makes you and every object around you, on your person, invisible for 2d4 minutes. So AK, let me open your character sheet. So I will take you to 600 gold then, AK.
Okay.
And within your inventory, you should now have Dust of Disappearance under the trinket, under the consumables area.
I see it. Thank you.
Not a problem. He thanks you very much for your patronage. Your name, sir?
AK.
AK. Wow. AK. Pleasure doing business with you. Any other items strike your fancy?
Not at this time.
Please check back again, good sir.
Will do.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do now that you have made your purchase?
So it would work on the genie?
It would work on the bottle, yes. If you had the bottle in your possession and you used it, you would turn invisible, yes.
So, like, I have to grab the bottle first, though.
Yes.
AK, I will offer you 400 gold for that right now.
I will respectfully decline.
450 gold.
No.
500 gold.
If you're willing to spend that much on it, why didn't you buy it earlier?
Because I did not got the idea right now.
Oh, too bad.
Well,
500 gold, AK.
stay within 10 feet of me and you'll get its benefits anyway.
There you go.
Okay. Go ahead, AK. Wait, let me pick up the bottle first, and then
It has one use.
we get a free wish for anything we want. A genie in a bottle. We could wish for Shaylin back. Think about it, dude.
I didn't buy that bottle. I bought the Dust of Disappearance.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Are you
We're
guys
not
having this discussion in front of the shopkeeper?
We're not stealing from the shopkeeper.
Please tell me you guys are just openly having this discussion in front of the shopkeeper. Please tell
That's
me.
how we left. I thought you said we left.
You know, I didn't say you left. I asked if you did.
If
I
you're
assumed we
ready.
were walking down the street having this.
Okay. All right. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So you're having this discussion.
Okay, you have to ask yourself what's more important, a bottle or our dear friend Shaylin? We could have him back.
Oh man.
Man, he's really pondering that.
He's thinking about it.
No, I'm not. That was out of line.
Ooh.
Okay, AK, what if we roll a D100? If it's, what do we decide, 1 to 49,
Do I
then
need to
you
put my
win.
dagger to your crotch again?
Do I need to wash your back again?
Are we gonna get our first instance of PvP?
Seriously.
I was not counting on PvP tonight, but hey, if this was gonna happen.
Well, first I'll disappear, and then so will your crotch.
Oof.
So you're saying you're going to grab my crotch and then you're going to use the powder?
No, I'm going to use the powder, and then I'm going to cut yours off. Drop the powder thing.
D100.
No, I think it'll be more like D0 if you keep it up.
The romantic tension, yes, Lily. Lily, no.
Okay, what about D's nuts?
That'll be the target.
Oh my god. All right. You guys want to go meet Nundro?
Yes.
Okay. You guys push forth through the city in the morning. Nundro is now driving a cart. It is stocked full of equipment, picks, some blasting powder, a bunch of other things that I think AK is proficient with mason tools. Yes, you recognize a lot of these as stonemason tools for carving through stone, for breaking up rocks, mining equipment essentially. There's a couple of random workmen in the back of the cart as well, people he has hired. He lets you know that these are people who are going to help him in the mine of Wave Echo Cave, and that he's got more people contracted to come along. And if you guys would like to set out back to Phandelver, you are welcome to.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll find my horse there.
Maybe you will find your horse there. You guys make the journey south. You spend the day camping. As you get back to about here, I need all of you to roll for me a perception check.
Mm.
Where is... right there. Okay, Big Hoss and Bonita, wonderful. As you guys are coming, you turn off the high road onto the trail here. And as you get to the turnoff and start to head south, you get about 10, 15 miles from Phandelver. And Lady Bonita and Big Hoss, you look towards the town, and over a couple of hills, you see smoke rising from where Phandelver should be.
Oh,
Bruh.
So Phandelver's gone.
You look to Nundro, and he notices the smoke too. And he says, "Go. I'll get the car. You go." Do you guys wish to go into Phandelver?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull you back to the Phandelver map. As you guys come into Phandelver from the north, you see that portions of the town are on fire. That some buildings are burning. That there's flames sprouted up. You see people running through the streets. You see some people dead in the streets, black fletched arrows sticking from their backs. As you rush in to town, you find a crowd of people gathered in the center of town. They're holding makeshift weapons and picks, or scythes and things like that. Harbin Wester is standing in front of this crowd, and the crowd is angry at him. They're yelling at him. As you look around, you notice that the Shrine of Luck, this sort of makeshift stone canopy that has been built there, where your friend Castus was resurrected, has crumbled to the ground. It is scattered, stones everywhere across the northern part of this green of the village square. As you rush in, Harbin seems to be trying to calm everyone down, but there's a halfling woman who steps forward, and she screams, I thought the red brands were bad, but at least they never smashed up my bar." Another man steps forward. He's got dirt on his face. He's carrying a pickaxe for self-defense. "The exchange is falling over. Some of my friends are missing." There's an elven man in an apron covered in dirt and covered in flour and dirt and a little bit of blood. "If I see one more of these gremlins come near my shop, I can't take this."
gremlins.
There's a woman outside. "It'll be all right. She's like holding a toddler. She's like soothing it. It'll be all right. We just can't be outside after sundown anymore, right?" Harbin is doing his best to sort of calm them. I understand that you're angry, but do you expect me to take care of everything? I can't grapple with these no-good ruffians myself. I can't stop anyone who's determined from breaking into buildings and stealing things. I can't. The crowd is starting to get angrier as they become more desperate, as some of their homes are burning, some of their businesses are being ransacked. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I mean, we need to step into the crowd and say we're here to help and what's going on.
You guys step forward to like up next to Harbin. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You all step forward, and as you guys kind of step out into the area, the murmuring and angry like shouting kind of just vanishes, and it's changed. "The heroes are back. Save us!" Harbin turns to you, relief washing over his face. "Oh, thank you. Come. And he pulls you like towards the inn, away from the crowd and into the inn. And when you go into the inn, you notice that the outside has a few arrows in it and there's a few scorch marks, but the inn is fairly intact. And as you're pulled into the inn, you see that the common room has been turned into like a makeshift, like, infirmary. There's people laid out on the floor. There's people seeing to... Toblin and his wife are patching injuries as best they can. And Harbin, like, grabs one of... I think he grabs... AK, you're kind of taking the lead here. So he grabs you and goes, Where have you been? We've been attacked.
We were escorting a friend to Neverwinter so that they can finish repairing the mines up north. But we're back now.
We've sorry, I'm a bit frazzled. There have been sprees of crimes recently. Buildings are being burned. Barthen's well was destroyed. The miners' exchange is something's going on there. I'm not sure what it is, but the Shrine of Luck was toppled. The sleeping giant was just getting back to its feet. The owner had come back and it is destroyed now.
All right.
They come out.
The only way.
They come out
Go
in the
ahead.
night. They come out in the night. We don't know what they are. But they're destroying our town.
Well, the only way we're going to get through this is to get through it together. We'll take care of the bad guys. You all need to help each other. Put your fires out, help each other, rebuild your homes, help anyone who's hurt. We'll take care of the fighting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go investigate. Barthen's Well, the Miners' Exchange, the Shrine of Luck, the Sleeping Giant. That is where they have struck so far. Go investigate. I will do my best to get... Your presence should calm people. I will go assure them that you are doing your best to deal with this. Leave the crowd to me. Go see what you can do. Please.
We're on our way to the miners' exchange right now.
If I can offer you some gold. He pulls out a pouch of about 50 gold and reaches
Save
it out
it.
to you guys.
Save it.
Please.
Wait till this is over.
I will have more when it's over. Please.
All right. Give it
He
to
then-
Castus.
You want to give the 50 gold to Castus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just for reference, he's giving you 50 gold up front, and he'll give you 150 when this is solved.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. He bows, and he immediately rushes out and goes to calm the crowd. You hear him shouting, the heroes are here, we're saved, right? All that stuff.
Right.
He has given you 4 places to investigate. The well behind Barthen's... This is Barthen's provision. There is a well right here. It's this right there. He gave you the Miners' Exchange, which is this building, has had something happen to it. The Shrine of Luck has been toppled, as you saw. The stones were cast all over the place. And the Sleeping Giant Tap House, which I believe is right here, has been ransacked, according to Harbin Wester. Where would you guys like to go?
Miners Exchange is my vote.
Yeah, we can start there and just make our way.
Okay, you want to go to the Miners Exchange first?
Yep.
Okay. You guys leave, and Harbin is out in the center of town, kind of, again, he's waving. He's telling everyone he's got you guys out here. You're gonna investigate and figure this out. And people are kind of, they're starting to sort of calm down, and you see them kind of moving off. You see people, starting to work, to put out fires, to clean up some rubble. And as you guys make your way south to the Miners Exchange, which is right here, you find a whole bunch of people crowded around it. You hear creaking of wood and grinding of stones as you get near. There's panic shouts as you sort of round this corner here and get a look at it. The whole of the building seems to be almost leaning. And there's a group of miners just crowded around it, trying to like hastily repair whatever's going on. And you see, AK, you're far more acquainted with her. You see Halia sort of rushing around, barking orders, trying to get them to save this building from kind of toppling over, as they're desperately trying to keep it from falling down. What would you guys like to do?
Halia, what happened here?
Oops, hold on. I dropped. There we go. Got it. She turns to look at you guys, and she sort of, you see a little bit of relief come over her face as the heroes of Phandelver have come back, but she says, "My building's falling over. We can talk about it when my business is not." And then she turns and immediately starts going back and barking orders at the miners.
Is this something we can help them with?
Do you want to try?
I think we should. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead
Try
and
to
roll.
help them.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. AK, you get to roll with advantage. Natural 20. AK, you take a minute and you walk around this building, and you immediately see that near the ground, the building is mostly made of wood, but the bottom of it is made of stone. It has a stone foundation that the wood rests on. And as you walk around it, in this corner right here, you see that there is a massive gap in the foundation where a stone has been torn from the foundation. And you immediately recognize that this is what's causing the building to list, is that it's now missing a cornerstone from its foundation. And if it doesn't get put back, the building might not, if it's not braced properly, the building might fall over. And that this is what the miners are trying to do, is to sort of figure out how to get this stone to get put back in. AK, this is something that you can help with. You can make a dexterity check or a strength check, whichever you wish to make, with advantage, because you have proficiency with masonry tools.
I'm going to go with dexterity.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dex check for me.
That's a saving throw, right?
Nope, it's a dex. So just click DEX on the stat window, the hexagon. Click the DEX.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I said but I don't see dexterity. I don't see dex anywhere but in my saving throws and up top.
So you know where your stats are at the top, where it says strength is STR0,
Yeah.
DEX3. Click the DEX.
I did, but it's not doing anything.
It doesn't bring up a window.
Go.
Yeah.
There you go. I have to actually click on the letters.
Yep.
With advantage.
With advantage. 20. Awesome. You look over this problem and you are very familiar with this. You look around and you find a number of stone blocks that could be used. Roll for me a masonry tool check, also with advantage. $13. You take your tools out and you guys watch as AK very quickly kind of carves a cornerstone for this building. You, AK, sort of take charge of the miners and they come help you, and you guys get this sort of makeshift brace put in place. And as you guys get it put in, both Castus and Haas come kind of help you carry it and move it into place. Bonita, you're kind of there helping direct everybody around. You guys get this block put into place, and while the building is still leaning, the creaking of wood ceases. It stops. And the miners kind of let out a little bit of a cheer, and you see Halia let out a sigh of relief as it appears that her building is not going to fall over just yet. Well done, guys.
What happened here, Halia?
Goblins. They came into town. It was the evening. I was the only one here. The rest of the guild members had gone to the Sleeping Giant. It was being reopened. I tried to fight them off as best I could, but there was many of them, and I am not a warrior, so to speak. I was injured. I hurt a few of them quite badly, but they tore the stone out of my building. No idea why. It was just a piece of black rock.
Mm.
But there was something. There was some strange magic. I swear that one of them pushed me, and they weren't even near me, but they threw their hands out and I fell over. I have no idea why they want that. Some of the miners thought it was lucky. I don't know. As far as I know, it was just a black rock. Obsidian, I think it was. Don't know what their interest in it was, but here we are. This is when you notice, too, that she has a number of, cuts. She has a few scrapes on her face. One of her arms is kind of, it's not in a sling, but she's kind of, favoring it a little bit. She's kind of, holding it close to her.
Okay. What does the organization have to say about this?
Are you asking her about the organization you two are in front of outsiders?
Can I lower my voice?
Sure. You lower your voice and you ask, they don't know anything about it. It happened last night.
All right, go take care of your wounds. We're moving on to the Sleeping Giant to see what's going on there.
Very well, thank you.
Well, folks, how about we go over to the sleeping giant and have a look-see?
Yep, take a look, see.
All right.
Boss.
You muted, Big Hoss?
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
It's all good.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
God, I hate the rolls that I've been getting tonight. Okay, you guys leave the Miners' Exchange. Halia and the miners are looking at your sort of makeshift job. Some of them are admiring it. They're looking at how to improve it to get the building back to its original state. And as you leave, you make your way up north, back to the green. The stones of the Shrine of Luck scattered across. As you turn to the east, you go to the Sleeping Giant tap house, which is this tap house, I believe. Give me 1 second. Yes, it is this house right here. So, you approach the building. It is, wait 1 second here. Awesome. You see that the door to the Sleeping Giant has been busted outwards. Like the shards of it are out in the street. The front of it has been scorched slightly where it might have been where the wooden building might have been where they tried to light it on fire. As you walk into the tap room, it looks worse than it did the last time you were in there. Last time you were in there, it was kind of filthy and a little dirty. Now it's destroyed. Like the chairs are ripped up. The bar has a huge gash in it. The barrels have been bashed open. The floor is there's holes in it. You look around and you see behind the bar sort of like awkwardly wiping like a glass, like the person's still at work. You see a tall purple tiefling sort of like cleaning glasses. And you see a sort of surly dwarf kind of like trying to sweep up some of the rubble. As you walk in, the dwarf looks up. She looks kind of violent, but then she sees that you're not like angry. You're not going to attack her. And she approaches you and says, it's a female dwarf. What do you want? We're not exactly open for drinking.
We came to see what happened. What did you see?
Didn't see anything. Sometime in the night, the bar is broken into. She points to the back door. They destroyed the bar, took my lockbox. They ripped out the lucky stone that was in the bar. And they, well, she points to the bar, and there's like, you know how like kids will like carve into a desk? there's some words carved into the front of the bar, and it says Zorz was here. ZORZ WS here HERE.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Me neither.
They stole me lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they wanted. Like I said, they just took me lockbox, and the she points to the like the crater in the bar, and they stole the lucky stone there. That was it.
Hmm. All right. Well, we're investigating this, and whoever did this is going to pay dearly.
That's what I'd
The
like
rest of
to
the-
see.
The rest of the town is busy helping each other. There may be someone coming by to help you at some point.
Me and Wheel here can manage ourselves pretty well.
All right. Conversely, if you get done, there are others who need help. If you hear or see anything else, please let us know.
Feel free to look around all you'd like. You know everything I know.
Thank you. I'd like to do an investigation check.
Roll for me a what are you investigating? What are you looking for?
Just for clues as to what
That would
happened,
be
who was there.
so roll for me a perception check, please.
Okay.
15. You take a minute and you look around. You see that there's some like footprints around. They're goblin. They look to be goblin. You familiar with goblins?
Mhm.
As you're looking around and you walk through the kind of kitchen area, you see a trail of coins on the ground that lead out out through the kitchen and then up and out of a window on this side of the building over here. You see a couple of copper and a couple of silver strewn out over the kitchen floor, leading to a window, and then the window is shattered. There's glass on the floor inside.
Okay, so can I go back to the dwarf
Yep.
and ask her a couple more questions?
Yeah. You can talk to the dwarf, you can talk to the tiefling, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so by the way, what was the composition of that stone that was taken? What
It
kind of
was-
stone was it?
It's just a black rock. We used to tap the mugs on it. Said it made
Obsidian.
sure. I don't know
What did you
obsidian
what
is.
did you keep what did you keep in the lockbox?
Money?
Thank you. So I'm going to turn and look at everyone else and say that's 2 obsidian rocks stolen, and we have a trail of money that's evidently leaking out of that lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to follow it?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So you guys you guys go outside, and you go outside to where the broken window is, and you see a small pile of coins on the ground next to the window, and you see claw marks on the side of the building going up to the roof. With that investigation.
To the roof. Okay. Well, I'm going to climb the roof, I guess.
Roll for me a
And I've got that. What is it? I haven't used it in a while. The
Yeah. Roll for me an acrobatics or a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, with advantage. Oh, did you wait? What were you going to use?
acrobatics.
Okay. 17. Yeah, easy. That's perception. 12. Yeah, fair enough. You are well acquainted with this sort of thing. You climb up the side of the building. You kind of go. Hold on a second. You kind of go. This sort of overhang is a little lower. You kind of go around over there and you climb up onto the roof. And as you climb up onto the roof, I did not do the right thing. Give me a moment. You're down there. As you climb up onto the roof, AK, you see 3 goblins up there. So it's actually over here. And they are sort of huddling around on the roof, this sort of busted up lockbox that they seem to be trying to like pry open. Roll for me a stealth check. At the moment, they appear not to have noticed you. They are focused on this lockbox. But I will say that this is as you kind of like, you're kind of on the awning and you like peek over. I will say that they don't look like normal goblins. Their skulls are elongated. Their eyes kind of glow a little bit greenish. As you sort of peek over and look at this group of goblins.
What?
So the first thing I want to do is signal to the rest of them silently. I want to hold up 3 fingers for 3 enemies and motion for them to come up.
Okay, so you pull to the edge of the awning here and you tell the group to kind of come up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bonita. Okay, so first and foremost, Bonita, Big Hoss, Castus, roll for me a stealth check. Big Hoss, you roll with disadvantage, so does Castus. Castus rolled quite well. Okay. So you guys come over here. I need all of you to roll for me a acrobatics or athletics check of your choice.
Those 3 are all of us.
Well, no, all those 3. You're already up there, so.
Okay.
Awesome. You guys clamber up here. However, as you get up there and you peek over the awning, you get up to here. As you peek over the top, Big Hoss is very tall.
Bro.
So he peeks up, but he peeks up a little too high, and one of these goblins turns around and notices his 4 stealth roll. And with that, I'm going to put you all into combat, and I need you all to roll for me initiative. You do not have a kitty here, and you should have a kitty.
Oh.
That... is your kitty. Roll for me I'll do it real quick. Oh wait, no, you have climb speed. You're fine. Yeah, your cat's fine.
Cool.
Cat has claws. NPC roll. I need to put the cat can just stay out of combat. It doesn't matter. Okay, you guys climb up and you see these goblins turn to you. They've got their eyes glowing green as they stare at you. They hiss. What would you guys like? AK. What would you like to do?
I would like to target this one with my bow.
All right, go ahead and target him and roll for me an attack.
Mm.
10 will not hit. So you shoot, but he dodges out of the way. The arrow flies over and disappears behind the building. Bonus action movement.
I would like to move right here.
There?
No. Never mind.
Never
I'm
mind?
going to stay there. Yeah.
Stay there. Okay. Bonus action.
I don't think I have one.
Okay.
Not one that I can use.
That is going to lead us. This creature's turn. All right. What can you do? Let me take a quick look at this. Okay, I'm not going to do that. What is this? Awesome. Okay. This goblin is going to run up to you, Bonita, as you're the closest one, and going to attempt to punch you twice.
What?
Bruh.
20 will hit.
You're dead.
Take 8 damage. Swings his hand at you a second time. That'll miss. So he runs up to you, and he's got these eyes glow, and he swings his fist, and it connects with you right in the gut. He kind of double over. He swings his second one at you, but you jump back, your feet teetering on the edge of this building as you miss getting hit, regaining your footing, and getting back into the fight. It's going to lead us to this goblin, who's going to push up here. Target you, Big Hoss. Do the same thing.
I'm dead.
Big Hoss is so dead. Normal, and your AC is -2, so it's 17. That will hit. Does 7 damage to you. He's going to make a second strike. 11, 16 will miss. So he swings, same thing. He runs up to you, and these eyes are distracting. He throws a punch at you, connecting with your jaw, throwing your head back. But as he tries to swing again a second time, you catch his fist and push it away so he doesn't get a hit on you. That leads us to your turn, Big Hoss. Big Hoss, you climb up onto this roof. There's these weird goblins. You're familiar with goblins. These don't look like normal goblins.
Yeah.
Their skulls are too
like
long.
I've seen back home.
Their eyes are glowing. You
Their
don't like
skulls
them.
are too long and their eyes are the wrong color.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Big Hoss?
Attack them with my sword.
Oh, attack him with your sword. Do it.
Okay.
$19 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage. Big hit. 12 damage. Nice. You answer back by swinging your sword, hitting this guy in the shoulder, putting a deep gash in there. Go ahead and roll for me as another attack. 13. That's going to miss. You swing, but you guys, it seems as much as they're hitting you on their first strike, you're hitting them on your first strike. He does the same thing. You hit him, and he dodges out of the way. Your second blow, it flies, missing. That is going to lead us.
I use.
Oh, yes, you have.
Precision attack.
Go for it. Yeah, you can use precision attack. Yes.
Okay.
3, 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage.
Okay. How do I do that? Now, do I just do the
back.
damage on the one? Okay.
Yeah, just go back up and make sure you're targeting him and do damage.
Oh, I think I hit attack instead of damage.
That's fine. Just roll damage. Just target him and roll damage. 9. Nice. 14 damage. So you swing your sword, catching this goblin in the shoulder, and as you make another swing, the goblin jumps back and kind of laughs at you and that you missed. And then instead of you completing the swing, you stop and then stab the goblin in the chest. This goblin is looking incredibly injured. The green light in his eyes is kind of starting to fade a little bit. Bonus action movement.
Can I just activate my shield?
Activate your shield, not a problem. All right, no movement.
No.
Okay, that is going to lead us to this goblin. This goblin right here, he's a little bigger than the other ones. His eyes are glowing brighter, but he's also... Okay. He's also a little wounded. And he's going to see, Big Hoss, that you did some damage. So he is going to raise his hands. And you see three glowing blue blades appear above his head. Just double check this. You see 3 glowing blue blades appear above its head, and 2 of them fly directly at you, Big Hoss. And one of them flies at Bonita. So one flies at you, Big Hoss. That'll hit. $11 damage. The second one flies at you. That'll miss. The third one flies at Bonita. Oh, that was close to not good for me. That one hits. You take 7 damage. So you guys see these blades spinning above its head. 2 of them fly towards Hoss. One hitting him, the other hitting the shield he's throwing out in front of him. The third one flies at Bonita, striking her in the chest. You feel these blades dig into your body, but as you look down, they vanish. Okay, that's that. That's awesome. Good to know. With that, this goblin is going to go down here. And disappear from sight as he peeks behind this thing. Lady Bonita, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'll attack this one right in front.
Okay, you can target him. You can do 2 attacks if you wish.
Sweet.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage. 5 damage. You stab this goblin. You put a nick into its arm. You get to do a second attack. Go ahead and roll for me another attack, please, Bonita. 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage. 5 damage. Bad rolls. You put a couple of nicks in this guy's arm. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. I hit you twice. But he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't like it, but he doesn't appear as wounded as he should. Bonus action, Lady Bonita.
Let's see if my cat can do a little better.
Where would you like to move your cat?
Can we? Oh, wait, get rid of that. Can he move behind
Right there?
here?
Yeah, go ahead. Now you can attack him with advantage.
Yes. Okay. Attack. Just regular. Okay.
13 will miss, unfortunately.
Good.
So as your beast slides around and tries to rake his claws at this creature, he just can't get him. You have movement if you'd like to move, but that's about it.
I'll end my turn.
All right, that's going to lead us to Castus. Castus is going to see the trouble you guys have had hitting these creatures. And he is going to cast Bless. How many creatures get Bless? 3, 1 higher level, 4. He is going to give Bless to you guys. He's pretty confident in his own ability. So his defense. So he's going to cast Bless. Why can I not? There we go. You are all now blessed. What that means is on your turn, you can, for every attack roll you make, you can add a 1d4 to the attack roll or a saving throw. So every attack you make gets plus 1d4 to hit, and every saving throw gets plus 1d4 to save. So, and I believe that is his action. It is. He has no bonus, but what he will do is 1, 2. He doesn't really want to. We'll go here. And then he will use his bonus action to roll a perception check. He did not roll high enough to see that guy. Okay. That is Castus's turn. That's going to lead us to your turn, AK. AK.
Would like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would like to move right here.
Okay, move right there.
And then attack this guy with my battle axe.
Okay, go ahead and target him with your battle axe. Roll with advantage. You can add it auto adds 1d4. I love it. 29 will hit. Go ahead and roll for me damage. 3d6 sneak attack, please.
Okay, so can you explain to me why it's a sneak attack so that I know?
Because you have advantage.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whenever you get sneak attack once per turn, and it auto applies whenever you have advantage on an attack.
Okay.
25. Jeez, big. Leave some for the rest of them. Okay. So as this guy as AK comes up behind him and slashes this goblin across the back, the light fades from its eyes, but as it fades away, it flares up, and a burst of green light goes across the rooftop. I need... Actually, it'd be everybody. I need every single one of you to roll for me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Castus also needs to roll intelligence saving throw. Okay, AK, you fail. Big Hoss, you fail. Bonita, you succeed. Castus fails. So, does that... Let me double check. Your kitty also needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh.
It would be the +2 under the intelligence stat on its list. It's on its character sheet.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Nope, you're fine. Awesome. You and your kitty save. The rest of you do not. You take... Every single one of you takes Big Hoss, AK, Castus, and the other Goblin Brawler take damage. No, that's wrong. What was that roll? 8. Succeeded because you have +4. It's stupid that it works that way. As this burst of energy, this green energy, flies out from this goblin as it dies, the other goblin takes some damage. Big Hoss, AK, Castus all take damage from this burst of energy as the goblin falls dead. That is you have a bonus action and some movement left, AK. What would you like to do?
So disengaging would use my bonus action, right?
Yes, it would.
Then I would just like to use my bonus action to do a perception check on that dude that ran off.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check. He is hiding behind the chimney over here. 17 breaks his stealth check. You can see him now. That's going to lead us to this guy, who is going to then... He saw you kill that guy. He's going to target you, AK. He is going to make... two strikes at you. Fail. And fail. So he makes two strikes at you, but you took your turn to kind of look around, and you perceive that he is he's throwing strikes at you, so you nimbly dodge out of the way of both. As he's then going to use his bonus action to disengage. You can't attack him, and get back with his commander. That is its turn. It's going to lead us to you, Big Hoss. Big Hoss, what would you like to do?
Wait, where'd he go?
They ran on down over here to the other side of the roof. You can't see over the lip of the roof.
Okay, that's... Oh, shit. Hold on, my headset died.
Uh-oh.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, can
No
I go
problem.
chase him?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I think...
5, 10... That's 10 feet, so you have 20 feet of movement left. You see them both over there. AK has broken his stealth check. He can point them out to you, so...
Okay, then yeah, I'd like to... Which one's... I guess I wouldn't know what...
This one's the guy who threw the knives at you, and this is the one who just ran away. You would have an idea of what they look like, because they both have attacked you, so...
Okay, then yeah, I want to attack...
This one? Or
This
the
one,
guy...
yeah.
That one? Okay, so you go down, you go 10, 15, 20 right there.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Also want to use second wind.
Okay, go ahead and use second wind first. Oh wait, you're gonna do attacks first? Okay, go ahead and do your attacks then.
Good.
So you get 2 attacks. So go ahead and roll your first attack. 17.
What was that?
You're blessed, so you have a 1d4
Oh,
plus.
now I see.
26 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Bless is a great low-level spell. Big damage. 14 damage. Holy crap, Big Hoss is cutting these guys down. You swing your sword into this creature, burying your sword into its chest. It is gasping for breath, barely alive. Go ahead and roll your second attack. $20 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 11. Big Hoss, you swing your sword, stabbing this creature in the chest, and you feel it go limp as the light goes out of its eyes. I need you to roll for me an intelligence saving throw, Big Hoss.
Okay. Could I use my second one as well first, or is that...
Intelligence saving throw first. You did your attacks first, so we do this in order, so...
Good.
10 is a fail.
Hi, guys.
You take 6. Why did it apply to you? Um, 39 was where you would have been. You take 6 psychic damage as the green eyes of this creature fade out, and then all of a sudden a burst of green energy shoots out from across around him, scorching your mind in pain. He dies. That's going to lead us to this guy, who is going to use his...
Oh, I don't want to use second wind.
Oh yeah, go ahead and use second wind. Yes. Big. Why did it heal that guy? You gotta target yourself, big guy. 13. Okay, that leads you to 26 health. Nice, good heal.
I can't use action surge at this point, can I?
You can, yes.
To attack this guy?
Yeah, your turn is not over technically, so you can use action surge.
Okay, let's just do that.
All right, go ahead and burn your action surge.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack, or go ahead and target him, roll an attack. Hold on one moment. Okay. 22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Yep, hold on, I'm having to keep scrolling up.
8 damage. You swing your sword, it connects with this goblin. This goblin is actually looking pretty wounded now. You get a second attack then for that. Go ahead and target him and roll an attack for me. $20 will hit. God, you guys are rolling good. That bless is doing work. Go ahead and roll damage for me. 12 damage. You swing your sword, slicing across this goblin's chest. The goblin is grabbing it. He is incredibly wounded. And that is your turn, I believe, Big Hoss?
Yeah.
This goblin is going to use Nimble Escape to disengage.
Bruh.
And he is going to jump down onto these barrels. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh,
How much
he got
movement
away?
does he have? 30. He's going to use his bonus action to sprint. Hold on. He was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he is gone. He is now, Big Hoss, you can see him like ducking around a building far around the corner. The bag of the broken lockbox sitting on the roof up here. With that, combat is over. He vanishes from sight.
Okay. Well, the way I see it, and I'm asking y'all if you agree, I think the first thing we need to do is toss these bodies off the roof down by the front door, grab the loot box, and tell the people inside what happened. And give them their loot box.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
You want to throw the bodies off the roof by the front door? You said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna
So-
want to see.
Yeah.
The,
So you pick up the bodies and you toss them off the roof, like right down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you guys are doing that, you hear a, what are you Is that a dead? What? You look down and you see a small dwarven woman standing next to the door of the sleeping giant tap room here. Her eyes wide, as she looks at these goblin corpses that you have just dropped from the ceiling in front of her. This is
Okay,
not
well.
this is not Galia from inside. This is a different dwarf.
Gotcha.
You guys wanted to gather the coin box too?
Yeah.
Okay,
we
so you
wanna
gather
take
it up.
back inside.
Okay, so you gather up the coins. Do you pick up the ones off the ground and stuff too?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you spend a few minutes and you gather up as many coins as you can find, and you get down in front. Do I have a token for our friend here? I do. There. This is, you see a, young for a dwarf, so probably about 60, 70. A youngish dwarf. Wait, hold on. Is she young? Yeah, she's young. We'll make her young. Standing like she was about to enter into the tap house before you bodies were thrown onto the ground in front of her. You walk up She's still looking at the bodies, and you saw her being shocked from the roof, but now she seems almost intrigued. She's actually like investigating these bodies. And she doesn't really seem to notice your approach as you all walk up to the front of in here. Let me get you in a group here that is semi-presentable. There we go.
As we walk up to her, we say, nothing to see here, lass, just taking out the trash.
There's so much to see here. Look at... I cannot... These are... I've never seen goblins like this before. She's like poking them and like looking in their eye sockets, like where the green glow is from. She's checking out their, like she's investigating these goblins.
Really? What else can you tell us about them?
Well, clearly they're mutated. They're mutated.
Well, they don't die. They don't die the same way other goblins have.
How do they die?
They explode upon death.
They don't look like they exploded.
No. But some of them do. We had one that damaged us during the fight when he died.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. My apologies. I am Gwyn Orsong. I'm a scholar. I've come to do some research in Phandelver. You are?
My name is AK. My friends here are Hoss, Bonita, and Castus.
Oh, well, it's charmed. I'm slightly new in town. Is this the Stonehill Inn?
No, this is the Sleeping Giant Tap House. The Stonehill Inn is down the road on your right.
Oh, well, she like pulls out her pack and like opens up a map and kind of looks. I see. Thank you. I'm gonna go.
Well, is there anything else you can tell us about these goblins?
Well, I don't. Maybe I have a myriad of notes here. What have you learned about them?
Well, they're attacking the town for some reason, and we all know what happens to some of them when they die. They seem to be a little smarter than most goblins, though their leader ran off when it was clear they were going to lose.
Okay.
Beyond that, we just started killing them. So we don't know.
Do you know what they're after?
It seems they're after obsidian, and they were going to make off with the coins, which is nothing special. But the obsidian is odd. They took one from the miners' exchange, and they took one from here.
AK, do you think these could be mind goblins?
I don't know.
Well, if I'll be in the inn. If you learn more, come tell me.
You as well. If you figure anything out, let us know as well. We'll share information.
That would be wonderful. Pleasure. And she sort of walks off towards the inn off the map.
I look at Hoss and say, well, that was interesting.
Yeah, AK, I think these are mind goblins. Have you ever seen them before?
I have not seen them before. What do you know about it?
Oh, not much. Just what I could gather from my. Can I roll a history check?
What do you want? What are you looking for?
To see if I recognize these goblins anywhere.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a history check. Would you mind Goblin D's?
Jay, you're disgusting.
No, that nat 20 was disgusting.
You do. You recall You recall seeing, you recall on your journey to save Castus in the mountains when you went to get the gem.
Mm-hmm.
You recall a goblin encounter where you hid from them and you watched goblins with strange glowing green eyes and elongated skulls pass by you.
Ah.
Mm.
We might have our next location.
AK, lead us to Adina.
Well, okay, so first of all, and thank you for the information, Haas. First of all, we need to call the tap house manager outside.
Okay. You bring her outside. Can I assume you hand her the lockbox back?
Yeah, we tell her that these are the goblins that attacked the tap house, or two of the three.
Yeah.
No, 3 of the 4 are dead. No, it's 2 of 3. 2 of 3.
2 of 3.
And we'll be looking for the other one, and here's your lockbox back.
Wonderful. She thanks you profusely for the return of her coin. And she kicks one of the corpses as she walks back in and says, "Be happy to see justice done. I can't offer you much. Give you some free drinks next time you come around."
We'll take it.
Yep.
All right. With that, she thanks you and she goes back to cleaning up her tavern. You have, so you have met Gwyn Orsong. She has said she would help you with any information you can gather. You have Barthen's Well and the Shrine of Luck yet to investigate.
So I'm also thinking, y'all, that it would be a good idea to drag these bodies to the center of town and show them that whatever is haranguing the town at this point can be beaten.
I'm going to pull us back to the town map. With that, I'm going to break concentration because Bless, I believe, only lasts... Yeah, Bless is gone. You are no longer blessed. You guys are in front of here. You wish to drag the goblins into the center of town?
Yes.
Okay. You drag the goblins into the center of town, and you kind of lay them out. Harbin comes out and he sees and he says, "Are these what are attacking our town?"
Yes. We still don't know why, but these are 2 of the 3 that we found at the tap house.
Hey.
I doubt it was just 3 of them that did all this damage.
I would doubt that too, but I'm glad that they can be dealt with. Have you investigated any of the locations yet?
We helped repair the miners' exchange, and these were at the tap house. They're currently fixing their structure, and the goblins that attacked them, 2 of them are laying here. 1 is running free in the town right now. We don't know where he is. And we know that they're looking for obsidian. So anybody who has an obsidian needs to beware. That's what they're looking for.
Do you know where the ones from the miners' exchange went?
We do not.
It might be helpful to run down that lead as well.
We encountered goblins that looked like these before when we went to was that Owl? What was that?
Let me pull it up for you. It was Mount Hotnow.
Was it? I thought it was the Owl the Owl place.
No, that was the old Owl Well. Thunder Tree was where you fought the dragon. Old Owl Well was where we had the necromancer.
Okay, so then it was
It was way north of Thunder Tree. That was the first time you went to Neverwinter, and you stayed overnight in Neverwinter, and then went north to. I can pull us to the. Here.
so when we
So you
Okay.
encountered them like somewhere up in here, and they were
Okay.
coming south.
Okay. Well, we think we might have a place to start looking for them, but we're not sure yet. Right now, we're going to finish our investigation of the town.
That would be helpful. Thank you for dealing with these two.
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
Hots, how's your health?
26.
Out of
I will say 43, but I will say my IRL health is getting pretty low because I'm getting tired.
Okay. I was wondering. It's about 9:30. We've been going for
Yeah,
about
dude, I am
3.5
so
hours.
tired, bro.
Why don't we pick this up? You have 2 more places to investigate. Why don't we pick this up next week?
Okay, so next week I will not be able to play. That is my birthday, and I will be out.
Nope. Okay, so then we will skip next week for D&D then. And what we will do is we will skip next week for D&D, and we'll pick it up the week after, because
Okay.
there's not really a way to like go into a secondary like story now, because you are in the middle of an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be no D&D next week, but AK's birthday will be next week. So happy birthday, AK.
Yeah.
And
happy
we'll all be
birthday.
celebrating it.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. With that, we will end tonight's session. Thank you guys for playing.
Mm-hmm.
Good times.
We're getting into a little bit more of a mystery section, which I'm excited about. I hope this will be as fun for you guys, because the stuff coming up is actually kind of interesting, and I'm pretty excited about it. So, thank you guys so much for playing. I'm going to say goodbye to chat, and then I will say goodbye to you guys. So I'll be back in 1 second.
All right.
All right.
All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out and for watching. I know I don't talk to you guys very much when I'm playing D&D,
What do you
but
do
I have a
for
lot
your
of fun.
birthday?
So, I would like to thank you guys for watching, hanging out, being supportive. It means a lot. Siren, Soul, Darbus, Lilypad, Sammy, Death. I missed you. You were in there. I saw you. Thank you guys so much. I am off until next Monday. Next week's schedule is going to be a little different because I'm making some changes, but it should be good. So I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you have yourselves a great weekend, and I hope you have yourselves a wonderful evening. As always, I am Jay, and you are adorable. Thank you, everybody. Bye.